And a site, huh? Oh, heavens. Howdy, folks! How are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to our Minecraft 2025 Daily Let's Play series, where today we've moved to NeoForge. This is important. I've read up on the drama. It sounds dramatic. None of it's relevant. Big shout out to Guillerm over on the Howdy Folks Discord for kind of cluing me in, though, and giving me some tips for some other mods to add that will not change the experience in-game. It's still vanilla Minecraft, but will make the game a little bit more playable, because Mojang insists on shipping an unfinished game after, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 years coming up on, probably? If you bought in on beta like I did, or alpha, it could have been alpha, I might have bought it. It doesn't matter. Let's head into our world. I've copied it over, and I got most of the same mods installed. Oh good, I keep having trouble with whatever this is. Fun way to start the video, I know, but it should load now, because I think that bug, for whatever reason, is caused by a simple weather mod. That's what it's called. It's not like it's not a weather mod that is simple. It's called simple weather mod that attempts to simplify the way that rain looks in Minecraft and snow. The most recent version of which causes the game to outright crash, and I went back a version, and that just causes the world not to load. So there you go. But as you can see, the world's fine, all is well. We are actually now updated to the latest version, because we were on the 21.0 release. Now we're on 21.4, which is pretty exciting. We do now have something a little bit more like Wayla at the top of the screen there. We've not listed all the mods. I think I'll go ahead right now and just take a moment to list them all on screen right now, in case you were curious as to what we're using for this series. That's the mods. Aren't they wonderful? Several of those were recommended by Guillerm. One that I almost added was one to turn rotten flesh into leather. I thought I would ask first, though, before I did that, because that felt a little bit more, not game-breaking, but it felt more like something that sort of fundamentally changed the game. As you can see, all of our achieves are starting over because I didn't copy those. I should have, and I didn't, and that's a failing on my part. But we're back in, and for the most part, you know, it's been a bit of an effort for me to get all that set up and working. I don't want to make it sound like it was a challenge. It wasn't difficult at all. It took time. So it feels like a lot of time has passed since the last time we recorded. But of course, for you folks, that was yesterday. So welcome back, and we're going to kind of carry on where we left off. Or are we? Because it's come to my attention over the last week that we're kind of directionless. Like, yes, we're trying to build a house, and I feel like we're making excellent strides. I mean, we've got more than 4 walls, okay? And we've got a decorative button, which I'm still a big fan of. We've got most of the hill cleared off. But what are our long-term goals? Do we have any? And what should we do first? Because I feel like I keep having to change course midway each episode. I lose track. Okay, fine, I'll go cut down a tree just so we can get this message off of my screen. I'm really not happy about it, though. I would prefer not to. I'll go punch this tree. Are you happy? There you go. I've done it. Are you going to leave me alone now, or are you going to try to walk me through the whole game? You going to make me make planks? Do I have to make a crafting table? It looks like it's gone, and hopefully it stays gone. Oh, and of course we have to disable the mini-map again. There we go. We should now be mostly back to the way that things were. Whoa, that's cool. It shows me what's in the chest, or at least a sampling of what's in there. That's pretty neat. Walia didn't do that. That's huge. Look at it. Oh my goodness gracious me. This is amazing. All right, we're getting distracted. I think we need to have a hierarchy of things we work towards, okay? Right now, I'm thinking that we really need to spend some more time in the mines. And the reason is, I would very much like to have enough iron to build good functioning tools. And let's create like a list here. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. 1, find iron. Okay? There we go. 2, make tools. 3, build, second floor. Well, fleur. How do you summarize? I'll tell you what, here's what we'll do. We'll build to floor. Lovely. That's perfect. That fits just flawlessly in there. 4... to be determined. There we go. That's the order of events. That's what we're going to do. It's up there on the wall. And the reason is, and I know I said before that we were just going to go ahead and build a roof, and I even had a design in mind, but I've completely changed my mind on that because we're going to build a second floor anyway, so why would we build a roof that we have to break just to come back later, you know, and build another one after the second floor is finished? That's silly. It's nonsensical. It makes no sense to do that. So we're going to do what it says on here, and I did do one other Google search. I've been... oh, gosh! Okay, I don't know what happened. Oh, it was a hair! Oh, great, and I didn't even get the Cool Rain mod installed. There was like there's a hair in my mouth, and it just like flew straight to the back of my throat, and I started choking. Well, obviously I was choking on it. You would have picked up on that straight away, I'm sure. Did I take everything out of this chest? Or this barrel? What's that? Why is everything out of this barrel? Did I do that? Did everything get magically moved into my inventory for some reason? We do have a different mod now in here for sorting things and storing things, by the way. I'm sure you noticed that as well. Let me tuck everything away. Everything's getting out of control. I did do one other search. I did one other lookup on the wiki to discover that, yes, in fact, the world is deeper now than it used to be. And they accomplished that by having it still go to 0, right? So that's the bottom of the world. But then for some reason, it goes to -64 as well. Now, you would think that if they knew what they were doing, what they would have done, and what would have made more sense, is that they would have just, like, changed the bottom of the world, like, kept it at 0, but then had sea level be at 128 instead of 64. But no one knows what they're doing. That's why the game is the way that it is. They don't have a strong leader, someone who understands what Minecraft should be. Someone like myself, really, at the helm. So they're just doing random nonsensical things, and it's infuriating to watch from a distance, and it's very upsetting, but there's nothing we can do about it. So we need to have torches. We've got 8 of them. We'll need more. I'm going to go ahead and take all of this, and I'm going to make a few additional torches, but then hopefully we just find more coal as we go about. That's not how you make a torch at all. We're going to head underground, and we're not going to come back up until we have a load of iron. I don't know if we're going to go all the way to bedrock. Because, well, I mean, I guess whatever is below deep slate, I'm assuming is still bedrock, but it's like another 64 blocks, which is rather absurd. Our sword is not long for this world. Hopefully we don't run into monsters. If we do, we'll just have to heave our stone pickaxe at them. I forgot about this. I forgot about the water situation at the bottom of this hole. But apparently deep slate starts around level 0. But then this just keeps going. And there's a part of me that's curious about what lies below. Apparently this is just like a lot longer to dig up. And I'm feeling that. It definitely feels that way. I also checked with iron, though. So this is another thing I looked up on the wiki. And apparently the most amount of iron can be found around level 14. Ooh, look at this. This looks nice. This is called Better F3. Again, shout out to Gilliam, channel member and Patreon supporter, for recommending this one. It is much more readable. And I'm looking over there on the left side of the screen to try to figure out where level 14 is. We don't want to actually mine on level 14. We want to mine in such a way that we'll be going into level 14. So level 12 seems like the place to be as we dig off in this direction. And it's not that iron can only be found at this level or anything silly. There's redstone. Nothing silly like that. Whoa! Did you see that? Oh, that's so cool! The way that it slides in and out. Oh, 10 out of 10. That is great. It's just that the highest likelihood for iron is at level 14, according to the Minecraft wiki. So it seems like if iron is what we're looking for, and iron is what we're looking for, and we're not going to get the redstone right now, this seems to be the best place to go. And then, of course, it's sort of like a pretty drastic curve down in both directions, going lower or higher. Although, again, iron can still be found at those levels. All right, we're just in sort of prime iron territory right now. We're trying to do the best we can to maximize the likelihood of finding it. And I'm pretty hopeful. The last thing I want to do is spend an entire episode. Oh, goodness. I forgot about the fact that there's, like, water in that direction. We're not going to go that way. The last thing I want to do is... Oh, heavens. Yeah, no, the water is right there. The last thing I want to do... just gonna get this sentence out, no matter what it takes. The last thing I want to do is spend an entire episode underground. I want to get the iron, I want to build the tools, and I want to build the second floor. The reason we need iron is because all of our tools keep breaking because we don't have any iron. If we built an anvil, we'd be able to repair our tools, and they'd last longer. We could enchant our tools if we built an enchanting table, and I knew what I was doing. I think we need lapis lazuli for that as well. I've never been big on enchanting, but that's because, again, as I've said many times throughout the course of this series, historically, I am a modded Minecrafter, and you just don't really enchant your stuff in modded Minecraft. You just build better modded stuff, right? You eventually get to a point where you're making red matter armor, and enchanted stuff is you laugh at it is what you do. If someone comes up to you with enchanted gear and you're in just red matter armor, I mean, Mike has done some enchanting in our Tech at SMP series. He enchanted his boomerang, and that was cool. But you also might have noticed how quickly he dropped that thing as soon as we figured out that we were rich and we could just start making really fancy armor, right? Like, we were pretty much done. Now, I think there's a missed opportunity in not letting us build bronze tools. I don't know how you would, like, differentiate them from iron. Maybe just iron speed, but lesser durability or something like that. That would be fine. But they just decided not to do that, which is a shame, because I think that that would be great. I mean, copper tools are a real thing. I think I said bronze a second ago. I meant copper, but, you know, copper's cool. Add 10, and then we can have bronze, and then we can experience the Bronze Age in Minecraft. Why not? I'll tell you why. Cowards. They're all afraid. They don't want to do that. They want to add panda bears and not add, like, quick inventory sorting mechanics. Mine aren't working right now. I probably actually have to drop all sorts. Okay, there's got to be a way to, like, put that on a key binding. This is what you're looking at here is yet another mod that was recommended. It adds a search bar up here. So if I just type in sort, no, really, would it be under like mods? Automatically sort your inventory with just a button. Which button? Which button? I guess these buttons, but I would prefer not to use those. But I suppose that's just where we're at right now. I noticed that it didn't automatically drop my pickaxe into my inventory. I guess that's yet another different mod that I have to get to make this darn game playable. Because it sure isn't the way that they ship it. God, I'm salty about this. What are you doing out there, Mojang? What are you doing besides, like, you know... Oh, that's like... It got so dark that for a moment my mind created something inside of the void that wasn't there. I saw a cave. I thought I was looking at a cave, but I'm just looking at my own reflection right now and the absolute darkness of the screen. And depending on what you're watching at, you too may very well be looking at your own reflection in the screen right now, and I want to apologize for that. Let me throw down a torch. We probably shouldn't go like so far without putting down torches, because now that I think about it, that's a good way to get monsters spawning in behind you, and that can lead to all manner of mischief and problems, but we're not going to worry about it right now. We're gonna... You hear that? First off, we do have more redstone here, as well as more diorite. So I heard skeletons. It sounded like they were over here. I still hear them. I can't tell if they're directly ahead, above, or below. I do think it's fascinating that we've done this much digging and we've not really found anything at all. Maybe my information was incorrect. Maybe I shouldn't trust what I read on the internet. You think people would just go on the internet and tell lies? Apparently that whole Tarzan George of the Jungle thing was a lie. Although I found the actual history of it being like meant to sort of spoof on Tarzan. That was more interesting than the lie, that it was just meant to be a cartoon. Also, I can't even find the source for that. I don't know where I heard that before. It might have been one of those things that when your friends think sounds real and they tell it to you. Or it could have just been from some random podcast. I have no idea. But I couldn't even find, like, my original source for that information, let alone any, like, actual evidence to point towards it being true, which just goes to tell you, you can't believe apocryphal stories. Did y'all find out that story about Jim Carrey and the Grinch and the knocking over the table, did y'all hear that's not true? Apparently not knocking over the table with the tablecloth and then walking over and pushing the table over, that's in the script. That's in the original shooting script. That wasn't, like, ad-libbed on the set. How disappointing is that? Now that's disappointing. I hate when cool movie facts turn out to be a lie. That's super disappointing. Also, y'all, you hear that skeleton, right? We're not just about to burst back up from the ground, only to discover that we are now, like, back at my house, are we? It sounds like it's, like, right over here somewhere. I hear it in my left ear constantly. We're gonna have to go back and we're gonna have to build a new tool. This is disappointing. Oh god, that is a person, isn't it? Oh, it's like it's a normal-sized Enderman. I don't think it's a little one. I don't think little Endermen exist. That was the first time I think an Enderman's ever been scary. Because I was coming up and it was so far away, it was in the darkness. I wasn't entirely sure if what I was looking at was real or not. Goodness me. Nearly terrifying. Nearly headless. How can it be nearly headless? Alright, come here. Come on. There we are. Oh, but of course I've now trapped myself in here. So that was dumb. It's okay. We did get our first Ender Pearl, which is exciting. And you'll notice that he took out a bit of our floor, which is irritating. What a scary experience that was. That's, I think, what everyone actually sort of, like, even subconsciously fears as you're going through your mind. Is that a cow? Where did y'all come from? There weren't cows here before. How did you get here? Were there were not cows here before. You can't tell me there were. I would remember that. Oh, it's weatherizing. I guess I should have anticipated that. We even talked about it, I think, in the last episode. Is there a way to untarnish it? Is there a way to scrub it clean? I don't know. Maybe we like it when it turns green. We'll see. If there's a way to tarnish it, though, we'll go find some beeswax and smear on it, or whatever we have to do. All right, cows, make babies so that I can eat your flesh. This is a golden opportunity we have right here. Apparently, there are cows on our... And there's a pig! Is this normal? Is it normal for not monsters, truly, but for like pigs and things to just show up? Advancement made. Let's go. We got XP for that. We didn't really have to do anything. Look at the baby. Don't look, baby. Don't look. There's things I don't want to explain to you. All right, the bull and the doe. All right, I'm not interested in that. Doe? Yeah, female cow. Doe. You're familiar. Don't listen. Don't doubt it. Don't question it. It's the way of the world. Doe. A cow, a female cow. You've all heard the song. Sort? I don't like that. I don't like that. Might have to find a different sorting mod. Some of the mods aren't the same because we couldn't use all of the old mods because we moved from, Forge to NeoForge, and even though like that's not what caused it, we did move to the latest version of NeoForge. So we're now on, like I said before, 24 point whatever I said earlier. What was it? Yeah, 21.4. So the latest version, which we were not on before, and for some reason not all mods are available for that. Where is this sound? Oh, it sounds like they're over here now. It sounds like they're right over here. Hold on a minute. Oh yeah, we're very close by. Apparently we can collect lapis with a stone pick, which is good to know. We should have made an additional sword while we were back there. That would have definitely behooved us. It sounds like it's right on top of me. It's possible that we're either needing to go up or down a little bit. Should we do both? It's hard to tell because they don't make consistent noises. If they just made a constant sound, it would be so much easier to work towards them. Okay, so we're back down to deep slate now. And I'm not hearing the monsters. But now I hear them. See, that's the thing. Like, they gotta be, like, right above us or something. I don't know why I've just dug it out like this. I've created a whole mess is what I've done. Hello? Monsters? Normally, I'm not one to... Oh, look, iron. Finally! At long last, we found iron. All we had to do was follow the sound of the zombie call. Oh, wait, no, that makes it sound like this is evil. You know what I'm saying? That makes it sound like we need to... Maybe not collect... Maybe this is evil iron? Maybe this is cursed iron? Nah, that's nonsensical. They're definitely, like, right along in here. What if we just dug straight up? I know digging straight down is generally frowned upon. But, like, what if we just dug straight up? Eventually, we would probably notice, like, poking into a dungeon or something, right? I guess when a zombie falls, like, right on our head, we would definitely notice. This is driving me nuts because it sounds like they're moving all around me. I say them as well. Have I heard more than one zombie? No. It definitely sounds like I'm getting closer, but maybe that's my imagination. Oh. Oh, here we go. Oh, I think this is it. It most definitely is. I just stopped because I noticed that we dug up into some... Oh, yes, let's go! A real proper Minecraft cave. We've not found one of these yet. And no, that one that we found earlier doesn't count. Where all there was some crystals in it. This is it. This is the real deal. Oh, good news, Spelunking Squad. This is finally paid off. All of our years of training is finally coming in handy. Oh, good creepers. Deal with them later. We gotta get like a firm foundation set up in here with like lots of light. Yep, there they are. Okay. Andesite, huh? Oh, heavens. Yep, nope. I definitely let them get too close there. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Should have seen that coming. Trying to get cobblestone. I don't know why I didn't just build out of the andesite. There we go. Alright, so this is now like our new safe space in here, where nothing can get to us, and we can initiate the operation to further... Look, I used the andesite over here. I don't know why, it just didn't feel appropriate. Oh, hi! That's a very nice creeper body you have there. Be a shame if something were to happen to it. Okay. We need to build a door. Okay, so that we can, like, get in and out from down here. This is our new sort of mining outpost. We need to build a crafting table. We need to have a chest. We need to have all of that stuff so that we can easily go in and out of here without having to break blocks. What is this? Oh, just glow lichen. Well, it's not glowing like anything, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, let's see if we can't make an easier way in and out of here. I think that their staircase is got to be close to, like, breaking through the world somewhere that direction. Oh, here we go. Yeah, no, we're not gonna... This is bad because he can just see us. We're gonna have to set up... We're gonna have to set up, like, a window or something. We definitely need a better way in and out of here. Yeah, because this is so convoluted, the way that you get here. Is you've got this staircase first off, that then leads in this random direction. First off, we're gonna bring this all the way down into here. There we are. So that's the proper way up right there, and in fact, we're gonna emphasize it like that. That's the way to go. There you go. The 3 steps side by side. Round off these corners, right? So that they're not so intimidating. Smoother corners. And then you come in from way down here. Yeah, I forgot. This is so convoluted. And then there you go. There's the actual way in and out. All right, easy enough, I think. It's convoluted, it's complicated. We could probably chart a better course. Because if I'm not mistaken, if we like dug straight ahead, we'd probably go right into it. But I also don't know that. I could be mistaken. So here's what we need. We need to get some glass so we can make some windows. We need to get some doors. We need to get a chest and a crafting table so that we can bring down there and craft things. And we need to go ahead and make some new tools. We need to try to make... How much iron do we have? 5 pieces of iron is just enough for a new iron pickaxe and a new iron sword. And how are things up top here? One of these days we're going to come up through the roof, or we're going to come up from the ground, and there's going to be a creeper waiting for us or something, and that's going to be a very unpleasant... That'll be the day, let me tell you. That'll be a very unpleasant day. We're going to waste a piece of coal. We've been doing a really good job so far not doing that, but we've only got 5 iron to cook up. We're going to throw the coal in there and just send it. Let that happen. Let it be what it is. Throw all that in there and then collect... I know we already have a chest in here, so we will go ahead and create an additional one, as well as a crafting table. We have just enough wood right here to do that exact task. So there you go. We got the 2 of those. Glass we ought to have some left over of. We got some glass panes. That'll do. Yeah, I mean, whole glass would be better. Oh man, you know, if we work fast, we can get some of that and a bit more of this. And we can hop over here. Darn it, I was going to say we can try to salvage some of that, but that doesn't work in the blast furnace, unfortunately. We just have to go in a regular furnace. Probably this one, because it looks like it was already doing that. So we'll just leave that going. Here's my thinking on having full pieces of glass, because there's creepers down there, and the full pieces will be more blast resistant. Now, I don't think that's actually true in terms of the lore of Minecraft. I really don't think that's true at all. Does that belong in there? I'm thinking it's like it's a dead body part, right? Move all, moves. I gotta figure. This is not my ideal method of sorting. I'll tell you that. Gunpowder goes in there too, right? I don't think so. I feel like gunpowder goes in here. There's already some in there as well. So there you have it. Toss all that away. The dried kelp's a confusing one because you'd think it would go in here, but I think we have it in a different chest somewhere else. See, I keep trying to middle mouse click, and it doesn't work. That's going to have to be changed. We're not going to be able to tolerate that forever. Because, like, moving up here and clicking this button is such an extra effort, if I'm real. I simply cannot be expected to do that repeatedly. There we are. 16 of those. And then our tools. We need new sword, because this one's just about on its way out. We need a new pickaxe, and we will use it and combine it with the old one. Just gotta remember to actually do that. I think that's pretty much all we need for now. My shield's alright. Let's take a nap so that we don't incur the wrath of the sky demons. And when we come back tomorrow, we go down to build a base. Till then, thank you folks for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you later. Goodbye!